Welcome back to another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. I am your host, Ramona Remisat. I'm an intuitive guidance coach, angel therapy practitioner, speaker, and co-author of 2 Amazon bestsellers, 365 Days of Angel Prayers and 365 Ways to Connect with Your Soul. And if you're here joining me, thank you so much for spending some time here, and feel free to share where you're tuning in from. That's always fun to see, and your name. You can make comments. If you like what I'm saying, you can send me some hearts or some thumbs up, or if you don't like what I'm saying, you can express that as well. And here we are into July. It is July 4th. Happy 4th to all the people watching in from the United States. Hope you guys are having a great celebratory day, probably I guess long weekend. I don't know how exactly it works when the day falls partway through the week, but regardless, hope that you're having some fun and some downtime. And today's episode, I wanted to share something that again is very simple, because as you know, I'm all about simple. But I wanted to share with you how you can remove blocks, because the image that just kept popping up yesterday for me was people walking with a lot of baggage, like seriously, big, heavy, chock full suitcases that are very cumbersome. And the next image that I got was taking out the garbage. You know, when you're taking your garbage out to the curb and you're leaving it there, and then the garbage trucks come and boom, they take away your garbage, and you're feeling, a lot better because you don't have this refuse hanging around. And so what that all means is ways that we energetically hold on to things that aren't really helping us, and how that can weigh us down and be like garbage in our lives, and then creates blocks and gets in the way of us moving forward in life, and also gets in the way of us being able to tune into and more clearly hear our inner guidance. And that's really what I'm about. I'm about helping people really tap into that inner guidance source and hone it, and then trust it, so that they can use that as their kind of breadcrumb path, if you will, to fulfill whatever they want to accomplish in life. So like I said, when we hold on to things that aren't serving us, it really creates this barricade and inhibits our ability to tune into our inner wisdom and to get clear next steps, and causes us to second guess and self-doubt and all of those things, which are not good. So that's today's topic. What time do we have here? I'm just gonna maybe wait a couple more seconds for a few more people to pop in. And I'm also doing a poll right now, because I'm really in creation mode. This summer, when a lot of people are kind of taking a step back, I'm actually going more full throttle. There's a lot of stuff that's roaming around in my head that I want to create and bring forward this fall. But I want to know more about where you are struggling, specifically around when it comes to you being able to tune in. Do you feel like you can't tune in? You don't really get any guidance? Do you feel like sometimes you're getting guidance, but then you're not sure if it's guidance, so you second guess it? Do you sometimes wonder if like the signal kind of cuts in and out? You kind of feel like you're getting guidance for a while and then you're not. So if you would be so kind as to share that with me, I would really, really enjoy it. And the way that I want you to do that is I'm going to put a link below. And when you go to that link, then you will also get a freebie from me. You're going to get some videos for free. And then tomorrow, watch your inbox, because I'm going to be sending an email that has instructions for how you can comment, and everybody who gives me helpful, useful feedback is going to be entered into a draw to win a free set of Angel Oracle cards. And I'm going to be doing the draw here live on Friday, so you can tune back in to see who the winner is. I'm going to be doing that, I think I said 3 my time, which is 5 Eastern. But yeah, so make sure at the end you'll go back to the link that I'll put in below this video, and that way you can share your thoughts with me, and that would be much appreciated. All right, so on to today's topic is, like I said, how you can clear these blocks that are holding you back, that might feel like, when you're kind of feel like you're doing everything right, And yet for some reason, it's like you can't get anywhere, you can't get traction, you're kind of spinning your wheels, and it's get very frustrating, right? That can be a signal that there's some trash that needs to go, right? Things you're holding on to that aren't really helping you, that needs to get gone. So what do you do with that? Well, we have this wonderful thing in the sky called the moon. And with the moon energy has very powerful, profound effects depending on the phases of the moon. And the full moon is all about releasing and letting go and getting rid of that trash. It's like every full moon is like you wheeling your garbage out to the curb on garbage day and waiting for the garbage truck to come by and take it away. So we have a full moon coming up on Sunday on the 9th, and I want you to think about leading up to that, sitting down, taking some time with a pen and paper, and writing down anything you are holding on to that isn't helping you. So think more in terms of emotions that you're holding on to. You know, is there resentment about something? Is there disappointment about something? Is there anger about something? Is there shame or guilt about something? Any of those lower vibrating emotions. You know, if you're a parent, you probably have guilt, right? We always feel like we should have done this, didn't do that, whatever it might be. And make a list and write, I'm willing to release the guilt I feel about blah, 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 right? Whatever it might be. You have to, don't just write the emotions. Hi, Mandy, thanks for being here. Don't just write the emotion, write down why, right? So you're gonna, on this list, you're gonna write down, I'm willing to release, like I said, you know, resentment that I feel about blah, 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 right? Or I'm willing to release the anger I'm harboring about blah, 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 right? Write all those things down and do that leading up to the full moon, which again is on Sunday the 9th. And on the full moon, what you're gonna do is you're gonna read out your list, and you can do it out loud or in your head. I like to say it out loud because it's kind of that whole idea of releasing, right? You're getting it out. And then ask the angels to take all of that fully and completely and send it to the, you know, the heavens and transmute that energy so that you aren't carrying around those 2 heavy suitcases, like I said, I saw in my mind's eye, right? Because that's what happens when we hold on to these things. It's like baggage, and it weighs on you after a while, and then it can start to take a physical toll, right? Just like if you're carrying around something literally heavy, you know, after a time, your body can't do that anymore, and it's going to start to conk out on you. So that's why getting rid of these things is important. It helps you physically, it helps you energetically, it helps you emotionally, and it also helps you, like I said, tune in and be able to hear that guidance more clearly. And so after you've got this list, like I said, on the night of the full moon, you can read it out and ask the angels to take all of that. Now, if you're really into ceremony or ritual, you know, you can do a number of things with your list. You can take it and rip it up. You can burn it, which is very symbolic of release. Just do it outside so you don't burn your house down. You can just crumple it up, throw it in the garbage, right? Get it, you know, literally put it in the trash. You could just fold it up very nicely. Maybe you have a pretty crystal, maybe, you know, a nice quartz crystal, something like this. And you can put it on your windowsill where the moonlight's gonna come in and kind of clean it all up. And you don't honestly have to do any of that stuff. But if you want to do it, it's helpful sometimes for people just to have, like I said, that ceremony or that ritual around it. But really, it's the making the list itself and writing out all those things you're holding on to that don't serve you anymore, that you just want gone, like you're done with it, okay? Now, you may also feel guided to, if you're thinking about this idea of release, you know, maybe there's physical things in your space that you're holding on to, and you like that has to go. Like, I have all this junk that I've been holding on to, or I totally don't even wear half the clothes in my closet anymore. Get rid of them, right? Clear it out. So this is also about getting rid of actual clutter if that's bothering you. But full moon is a wonderful time to release. Again, it's releasing anything. It could be emotions you're holding on to, physical objects you're holding on to, situations you're holding on to, relationships you're holding on to. You know, we have to clean house, because if we don't, we end up energetically looking like a hoarder, right? We're holding on to so much stuff, and that's, why people have neck and shoulder and back issues, because we're holding, right? Our bodies are just crippled with all the stuff that we're holding on to. So when you let it go, it's like you walk better, you're straighter, you're not having all of this stuff that you're carrying around. And the full moon is just a beautiful time to be able to let it go. And the beautiful thing is we have this opportunity every month rolls around, there's a full moon, right? So it's like every week you have to take out your garbage. If you're not taking it out every week, after a couple of weeks, a month, that's nasty. And think about that's what you're doing to your body physically and energetically if you're not clearing this stuff out regularly. Okay, so does that make sense? And again, it's super simple. I mean, all you need to do this is a pen and paper and 15 minutes. Go, write your list, go around your house, clear some stuff out, right? What is it that you need to get rid of that's not serving you at all? It's not helpful. If there's not a happy, joyful, passionate, vibrant energy around it, gone, right? It's like when you clean out your closet, they say if it doesn't bring you absolute joy when you look at that or you put it on, gone. Don't worry about, well, maybe I'll lose the 10 pounds and I'll fit it again. No, just get rid of it. Same thing with anything else around your house. Like literally, if you're decluttering and you're looking at something and it's not warming you up inside, get rid of it, okay? And you will feel so much better. When you do a big cleanup, right? How good, you feel uplifted, you feel lighter. It's just wonderful. I just cleaned my office again, big clean yesterday, and it just feels awesome in here. I'm like, yay, I'd want to be in here, right? So if you walk into any rooms of your home or your space and you just want to turn around and walk right back out, that's a signal that you need to do some decluttering and clearing up in there too, so that it feels good for you. Now, since we're on the topic of the moon, I also want to share with you something not many people know about. They know that full moon is releasing. New moon is about manifesting or bringing into your life what you want, but there's also a way that you can work with half moons. Half moons are powerful as well. And think of the half moon as courage and power night. Okay, so on the half moons, make a commitment to move forward fearlessly and call on Archangel Michael in that moment to give you courage to take the next steps as it relates to your life purpose. He will really help you with that. So that's something else you can do. And I mark these down every year when I get a new calendar. The first thing I put on there, and you've probably heard me say this before, is the moon cycles. I put down when is the full moon, when is the new moon. Don't always put down the half moons, but I am aware of them. And really start to work with those moon cycles because they're so powerful. Earth is obviously impacted by the moon's, energetic pull, right? That's why we have the tides and all of that. So if you think it sounds a little bit, airy-fairy, I get that, but I know what I know, and I always encourage people, test it out for yourself. Don't listen to something I'm telling you, right? Test it out and see if it works for you. But I really like it because, like I said, if you don't clear out this stuff regularly, it will create that mental, that physical, and energetic clutter. And it is like living in a house with the trash that hasn't been taken out in weeks and months, which is gross, right? And like a hoarder environment. You don't want that. So that's how you can deal with when, like I said, you feel like maybe you're spinning your wheels, you're in a rut, things are just not moving. That's a signal, okay, I need to clear out some stuff, okay? And our emotions are usually what's at play here. The universe isn't going to move you forward in the direction that you're meant to go until you're completely ready and have everything you need to support you in that. So even though you're trying to make that jump to light speed, it's like, no, we can't do that yet. You need to do some of your own work first. And that's where some of this cleanup happens, okay? So that's what I'm getting at. And as I said at the beginning, I'm also asking for your feedback on where you're getting stuck as related to anything to do with inner guidance, being able to sort of tune into it, to trust it. What are all your hangups around that? And everybody who comments using the link below will be entered into a draw. I'm going to do a draw for a free deck of Angel Oracle cards. I'll be back here live on Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern to do the draw to see who wins. And so, yeah, so subscribe, register now. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending out an email. I'll be sending out a couple more through the week as reminders. When you get the email, that's going to give you the instructions of what you need to do to enter the draw. Okay? So share that out too. If you think some other people would like to help me out and give me their feedback and be entered into the draw, that would be great. And as always, sharing this video, commenting, and liking this video will help me as well and help it get in the hands of the people who need to know this stuff. We don't want to keep it secret. It has to get out in the world. So sharing is always appreciated. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to be back here next Tuesday with a very special episode because I want to bring in a special guest who's going to come in, and I have to still confirm this, but the plan is to have her come in and share with you about animal totems. Because I know people are very interested in that. There's been some questions being asked about that, and she knows way more than me when it comes to that subject matter. So stay tuned here, and also that's why you want to be on my list, guys. You want to be on my email list because I'm going to be sending out a notice about that and reminders when it's taking place and all of that. So if you're not on the list, you're going to go to the link below when I post it, which will be right after this video, so you can be in the know first, and you'll get all the information first, and then you won't be left out in the cold. All right, so yes, I know, Mandy, I'm excited because I know you had some questions about that. And she is wonderful. She's actually my Reiki teacher. She's also a shamanic practitioner. So yeah, she knows a lot around that subject. And I'm actually having a call with her later this afternoon. We're gonna chit chat back and forth about, some of the topics that I wanna cover off on the training. So stay tuned for more details and confirmation on when that's gonna happen. And have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the weather wherever you are. It's getting hot in here, and we are gonna have a wonderful week and kick off to the Calgary Stampede this Friday. Maybe, just maybe, I may come in here next Tuesday with my Western gear. We'll see. I don't know. If we do the joint training, maybe I will Westernize myself and get my cowgirl get up on for you guys, because that will be Stampede week. So it might not work depending on my guest schedule. We might have to do it a little bit later in the month, but like I said, best way to know is get on my email list, and then you will absolutely be notified as to when that's going to happen. All right, so have a fabulous day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hope we'll see you here again tomorrow morning for tomorrow's angel guidance message. I'll probably be doing them a little bit later this week because my son is at baking camp and I have to drop him off in the mornings, and so it's very exciting. Today is the first day. I can't wait to see what goodies he's going to come home with, but a little bit sad at the same time because I don't eat anything with gluten in it anymore, and I know he's going to have an awesome bunch of things that are going to make my mouth water, but my loss is the rest of the family's gain. So there you go. All right, everybody, again, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.